really fascinated by this movement of minimalism that's surrounding us culturally. I've seen it more and more in the frugal blogs that I'm reading, and maybe you are too. We all have this huge desire to purge the unnecessary and get to living, out with the chaos and into life. When I moved into my house 8 years ago, actually 8 years ago this month, one of the first things I did was paint this picture here in my front hallway. This is a painting by Mondrian from the 1930s. He was seen as one of the early fathers of minimalism in the art world. Now, minimalism describes a movement in various forms of art and design where the work is set to expose the essence or the essentials or the identity of a subject by basically eliminating all other non-essential forms. In a specific movement in the art world, it's identified with developments in post-World War II Western art, most strongly with American art in the 1960s and 70s. Although Mondrian, who was a Dutch painter, passed in the 1940s, he is often considered to be the originator of minimalism, an approach that he actually called neoplasticism. Now, all neoplasticism means, as far as I can figure out, is that he used these vertical and horizontal lines and lots of primary colors to tell his stories. So as a side note, this is without a doubt the most non-academic art talk you're ever going to hear. So if you're well read in this topic, I'm extremely sorry. But for some reason, I've always been drawn to his work. And I really think it's because of this idea of finding or looking for the essence of something. Our world is just so utterly loud and stuff is so incredibly stressful, am I right? That getting to the essence of something or the beauty of something is really what resonates with me. Now, as a Christian heading into this very loud and stressful season of stuff, it brings me to make me want to get even closer to this idea of minimalism. Now, I've been trying for 4 years in my mind to articulate why this is perhaps one of my favorite paintings. And it really isn't that stunningly beautiful like many of my other favorite paintings. But I think I've kind of found the answer in this idea of God himself being a simple being. And by simple, I don't mean easy or small. I actually mean just the opposite. To be a simple being means that he isn't divisible, right? You can't divide him up into parts. He isn't like one part holy, one part love, one part justice. He is the essence or the fullness of those things. He is holy. He is love. He himself is justice. And where monotheism says that we only have one God, it's not going against that idea to state all of his unique attributes. Also in Christianity, we have this idea of three beings in one, or the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, which doesn't go against this idea any more than to say about myself, right, that I have 2 eyes and 2 ears and 1 mouth, but I'm still just one me. And God has attributes that make him who he is, a simple, singular being. Of course, singularity is utter mystery, and in effect, ultimate beauty. And this is what I think I find beautiful about this painting, about minimalism, about simplification of life. Once again, not from an academic standpoint. I don't really fully understand what Mondrian was trying to do here, although he was trying in his own way to articulate spiritual meanings. For me, this painting means order and clarity and straightforwardness and ultimately beauty, which really is what we should all be creating in this world. And I really believe that this movement, what we're seeing in both the secular and the Christian world of shedding excess, is an amazing gift. We can serve God, we can save our planet, and we can serve our neighbors better. And this is a beautiful thing. So in this season, out with the excess and into the essence of living.